Action. Hello. What's going on, you guys? My name is Octavia, and you are watching Off Script. Jump right on into this episode. So, this episode, the title of this episode is You Are What You Think. And so, it comes from the term you are what you eat, right? Because you eat all these things and eventually you become that, okay? The same thing applies to our thoughts, okay? You are what you think. Like, you're going to become all of these thoughts that you have, right? And the reason why that's so important is because our thoughts shape our feelings shape our actions, and actions create results. Okay, and before I get any further into this, let me just say, I'm not out here, listen, I ain't out here trying to act like I got it going on. I'm not acting like I have all the answers. The things that I talk about are going to be things that I personally went through, family and friends have personally went through and have shared with me, things that I have learned through my own research, and just from out here living, okay? Just from living. That's it. So these tools, points, or whatever you want to call it, and these things are going to be like things I'm currently using to help me, create positive thoughts for myself. Sometimes I'm not always positive all the time. And so sometimes I have to sometimes I have to force myself to be the positive person that I want to be. Okay. And these are the things that I've been doing. These are some of the things that I've been doing to do that. Okay. To help create this positive, safe space for myself. Okay. And I hope that these things that I talk about are things that you guys can use to help create a positive space for yourself as well. So, these things are going to be things that help, essentially help you create a positive mindset. Okay?
Thoughts are like drops of water. You drop a drop of water and it doesn't mean much. But if you keep dropping and keep dropping, you get a puddle on the floor. And then you can get a little pond and a lake, and finally you can create an ocean. And with our own thoughts, we can drown in a sea of negativity, or we can float on the ocean of life. And it's up to us.
So number one is people. And I know what you're thinking, but yes, I said it, people. Like people influence us. Like no matter how you want to flip it, dip it, or rub it around, people influence us. We're pouring into people. People are pouring into us. We are telling, people our business, our personal stuff, and they're giving us advice and telling us how to think and telling us what to do and all these things, okay? Do not underestimate the power of influence, okay? Influence is simply the capacity to have an effect on the character development or behavior of someone or something. So it's, don't underestimate the power of influence, because it's easy to forget how powerful the power of influence is. So,
well, guess what, John? You're the motherfucking improper influence.
Number two, someone said that you cannot heal the same place you got sick, okay? So we need to change our surroundings. And listen, don't be dramatic. I'm not saying quit your job. Don't quit your job. I'm not saying your surroundings within your own little world, within your own little bubble, okay? Some things that I do to try to positify, you heard it, right? Yes, I just made up that word. Some things that I do to positify my surroundings is I try to listen to music and watch videos that are inspirational, or things that are gonna be, give me knowledge, something I can learn from, whether it's for my business, whether it's for my career, whether it's for my personal life. I mean, diet, exercise, anything that's going to help me be the best version of myself. I'll listen to it. Watch a video, podcasts, all these things that we're doing. People we follow on social media, all those videos you're watching, the people, what they're posting, try to really, follow people who are going to be positive, who are going to be shedding light and love and good vibes and just stuff like that, people who are always, I would be very leery about people who are just always negative, and every time, you turn around, like they always have something negative to say. So try to follow people like that. Also, like for me, if you want to hang with me and you're not pushing me to be the best version of myself, then what are we doing?
What are we doing here? Hey, well, I don't want...
That's something I think about all the time. Like, is this going to be pushing me to be the best version of myself? Because ultimately, that's my ultimate goal of life. Like, I'm just trying to be the better version of Octavia. I'm just trying to be better than the Octavia from yesterday, okay? Shoot, the better version of Octavia from 2 minutes ago. I'm trying to be better than her, okay? So, all of that. So, something else I do to help change my surroundings is, let's say there's like a quote or, a phrase that I'm really feeling that's really speaking to me in that season of my life. I will, put that quote on my phone, so that way every time I unlock my phone, I'm seeing the quote. I love to write quotes and phrases on my mirror. That's like been my jam. So number 3 is, Buddha said that nothing can harm us as much as our own thoughts unguarded. So sometimes it ain't the people you hanging with. Sometimes it ain't your surroundings. Sometimes it's you. Okay? Yeah, I said it. Sometimes it's you. Like, we can be our biggest critics. We can be our biggest downfalls. We can be our own worst enemy. And you know you if you know you. Okay? And that applies to me too. Like, people can say the most positive things, but if I ain't feeling it, I ain't feeling it. So sometimes it's just us, right? And so what we need to do, we need to get a handle on our own thoughts, okay? And the best way to do that is become self-aware of our thoughts, because once we become self-aware, that's the only way we're going to be able to reverse those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. Dr. Martin Luther King said that, what he said? Okay. Dr. Martin Luther King said that darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can. So you can't just sit there and try to drive out negative thoughts or more negative thoughts. At the end of the day, you're just going to have a bunch of negative thoughts. And that's not, you just going to have a bunch of negative thoughts, okay? So you need to be self-aware and then reverse those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. And listen, things will not happen overnight, okay? It's going to take baby steps. It's going to take some time. You're not going to leave this video, as much as I wish you could, you're not going to leave this video and just be like, oh, I'm positive 24/7, 17/4. But anyway, it's going to take time. So what I did and what I suggest you guys do, if this is something that you want to do, is at the end of every day, write down 3 negative thoughts you had that day. And under those negative thoughts, write down 3 thoughts that you could have had instead. Write down 3 positive thoughts, 3 thoughts that would have served you purpose, okay? So the main thing with having positive mindset and positive thoughts is to, 1, be self-aware of your thoughts, and then 2, reverse those negative thoughts into positive thoughts, okay? That is, what's going to push you in the direction into having positive thoughts, okay? What that is kind of, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of cognitive behavior therapy. So cognitive behavior therapy is something that providers will prescribe to patients with depression or anxiety, and they'll prescribe it with a medication, because studies show that cognitive behavior therapy and the medication work better together than just the medication alone, right? Because the goal and the core values of cognitive behavior therapy, sorry, I don't know if y'all heard that, but it's thundering. But the goal of cognitive behavior therapy is to change negative thinking, okay? And so that's the goal of cognitive behavior therapy. And I gave y'all a little bit of science, so let me give y'all a little bit of scripture, okay? So in Proverbs 23:7, it says, "For as he thinks in his heart, so he is." So, okay, you heard it from science, you heard it from me, and you heard it from the Bible. Change your thinking, okay? Okay, so number 4. So number 4 is, to me, number 4 is like the most important one, because it's just like, you can have the most positive people in your world, you can have the most positive surroundings, and you can even have positive thoughts, but if you aren't consistently and actively choosing to have positive thoughts, then it's really not going to work that well, right? You have to actively and consistently choose to have positive thoughts. One of my favorite quotes right now is power to choose. Like, that is my jam. That has been my quote for a while. Like, I just feel so much power in knowing that I have the power to choose. Like, no matter what he, she, them, they do, I have the power to say, you know what, today is going to be a good day. And that's on period. Like, there's nobody or nothing that can affect me like that. You know, I'm still choosing to have a good day. And listen, trust me, things are going to come up, things are going to happen, what have you, but still you can choose to have a positive day. You can still choose to have a good day. Okay? And some other things that you can do to help you actively choose to have a good day is you can record yourself saying positive affirmations and your positive quotes and phrases, and you can listen to yourself speak positively while you're driving in the car, while you're in the shower, while you're doing whatever. Also, when you're speaking to yourself, speak to yourself as if things were already true. That you made, let's say you want a promotion. Speak to yourself as if you already have that promotion. Speak to yourself as if you already have that man, that husband, that job, that house, that child. Speak to yourself as if you already have the things that you want. And watch them unfold, okay? Because what did we say in the beginning? Thoughts shape feelings, feelings shape action, and actions create results. Are y'all getting this? Hopefully y'all getting this, okay? I'm gonna end y'all with a quote. Ernest Holmes says, change your thinking, change your life. And that's on period, okay? So guys, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I really hope that these tools, I really hope that they help you guys. I really hope that they help you just like they're helping me, guys. I really hope that these are things that you can just add to your day-to-day, and they can just zhuzh it up your life a little bit, help positify your life a little bit, okay? At the end of the day, it all starts to end with you. It's what you choose. It's what you want to do. Things are going to happen. Things are going to come up. But you have the power to choose to be positive. You have the power to choose to have a positive mindset, to have a positive outlook. You have the power to choose to pour positivity in your life, okay? You have that power, guys, and only you have that power, okay? Nobody else, no matter how much negative someone can be, don't let that affect you, okay? Know what's in your heart, know what's in your soul, know what's in your spirit, and know that you guys have the power to choose. I'm gonna end this video right there, you guys. But remember, guys, positive vibes only. Be unapologetically you and do what brings you peace and love. With love, I'm your girl, Octavia. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.